Hello everybody, this is Eliz Keating from wisdomseekers.net. Again, emphasis on the .net because it's not .com. This is my logo, Phoenix Rampant, Phoenix Rising. And this is for July 19th, 2023. And what are we going to see? Interesting. I'm not sure how it's different or the same from other days, but the first card that I pulled is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords has to do with a heart opening. And this is something I've said for forever, basically. It's one of the ways we learn to grow, and it's one of the ways we stop pulling in the hurt and agony, so we open our hearts. So because when we close our hearts, things get stuck, but when we open our hearts, things can come in, we can look at them and release. It's kind of catch and release, because most of the emotions we have don't belong to us. I can almost guarantee that if you're a light worker, you're an empath, which basically means the human race is empathic. And why do I say this? Because I think our natural way of being is to be telepathic, not use words. Words are a lower form of communication. And when you're telepathic, when you can talk to people, even by accidentally, telepathically, you can tell how much different it is than speaking with words. Words have limited meaning. Telepathy, when you use it, you get the whole emotions, you get the feeling, you get the idea. So the only problem is at the level we're at, because we're back to being ranked newbies, and when I say back to, it's because I think we devolved from telepathy to speech. But because we're ranked newbies, we have to figure out what it means. We don't know it instinctively because it's a new language we're learning. So I guess the 19th is all about learning to trust your feelings, to trust your heart. And the next card is the Six of Wands, which is you put the effort in, you're going to be pleased. You and whoever you're working with. Our dogs are making a lot of noise, so apologies. We are whoever we're working with, and usually when you're working with telepathy, it's not just a one-way street. It's you're working with people, other people. So that is kind of important. But the thing that you'll find is that each one of us will be delighted with it. And then the next card is Five of Wands, show off. Practice, I guess, is what it falls into ultimately, just practice. Because the more we practice, and how do we practice at this stage? We allow ourselves to be open. We allow ourselves to be open and willing to try. And not with everybody, though it will happen with everybody. It will happen with people who like you. It will happen with people who dislike you. It will happen with a Joe on the street or Joan on the street. It is not something that is at this stage we don't have control over it. So it's indiscriminate, which is fine. We will gather control over it. It is something, again, it's like a new language we're learning. It is something, as we become better at it, we will learn it. So Two of Swords. Yes, it takes a lot of courage to move forward into a higher spiritual vibration, and that's exactly what it is when we're learning to be telepathic, empathic. we are moving into a higher spiritual vibration because we're returning to what we were. And since we devolved, we have to evolve. And so take courage in your hand, be balanced about it, and know where you want to go. Don't worry how you get there. And that's the Two of Swords, right? Which is always the same answer. And the next is the Chariot, which is, again, stay in balance. Keep on doing the same thing you're doing. Just help allow yourself to step up as you do it. It's an evolution. And it is. It does take work. Mostly it takes the work of allowing yourself to be open to receiving this kind of information. Allowing yourself to be more. Please try not to protect yourself, because that just closes down the energy. It doesn't move back and forth. But also the Seven of Wands, don't use it for nefarious reasons, because that will slow you down. And also be aware that other people can use it for nefarious reasons. Not everybody. You can be psychic and not spiritual, but you can't be spiritual and not psychic. So there are people that are psychic and will be riding the energy of telepathy, or riding the energy of riding to a higher vibration, but they're not honest. So be aware of it. Protect yourself. You don't have to. It's where the heart opening comes in. You look at it, you go, oh, and you let it go. You do not get manipulated by it. Well, you can, and certain people will, of course. Don't be manipulated by it, but allow yourself to grow and become more. Then we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, in this case, is the energy of the superconscious. There's so much happening that we're unaware of. On a deeper level, we're aware of it. But on the level that we live day by day, we're not aware of it. So the more we allow ourselves to go with the flow, the flow will take us to a higher vibration, a higher level. And when we do higher level things, Six of Pentacles, things will come together in a very nice way. All the little energies that we've used to protect ourselves will come and make one whole, and that will give us the chance to be Seven of Wands, very, very adept, very good at dealing with the earth situations. And I think I've actually said everything I wanted to say. The 19th is a day of rising up. It's part of what we've just went through, where we moved up a shift, or a little bit of energy. We're moving up, but it's not an end of a cycle. It's a beginning of a cycle, and we're still moving up. We're still learning how to deal with things. We have so much support. That's the Ten of Pentacles, so much support, ancestral guides, Earth herself. Because the more spiritual you are, the easier it is for her, of course. And she is very good at supporting and caring and giving gifts. Because as you vibrate higher, the energy is there for you to, telepathy is one of them, but there's all of the clairs, and there's just all of them. And this is a day when maybe that's what it is. Basically, the 19th is a day when you notice that there is a difference in who you are. And I know this is happening because I noticed for myself there is a difference. And the difference is very marked. So pay attention, and which comes along with the old thing of accept responsibility, forgive yourself, and love yourself. And remember, 49% in service to yourself, 51% in service to others. But the first 49% is yourself. If you're not healthy, if you're not good and comfortable, you cannot help others. Right? So 19th, good day, hopefully easy. Don't panic. You got this. Namaste, namasko. I love you, and you I do love. Bye.